Hey guys, how you doing? Real quick before we get started, I just want to talk about something. I've been seeing this trailer a lot lately for a movie called 47 Meters Down, and it looks stupid, but every time I see the trailer, they quote a review saying, best shark movie since Jaws. And, you know, I'm a big fan of Jaws. I love the movie Jaws. I saw it when I was 9, and I don't remember anything that happened in the movie, so you could say I'm a really big fan of it. Anyway, that seemed like high praise, comparing it to every movie that's come out in the past 42 years. But then I thought about it, you know, how many movies have there been about sharks? So I Googled it, and I was surprised to see just how many there were. This Mountain Dew tastes awful. Hello everybody, welcome back to YouTube.com. This is of course a website that I created. Today we're going to be talking about YouTube musicians, and by that I don't mean, you know, people with musical ability who use YouTube as a platform for their art. I am all for that. If you feel like you were born with a gift and you need or just want to share it with the world, go for it, man, by all means. Rather, the people I'm going to be talking about are, you know, very popular YouTubers who have shown no previous indication that they have any musical skill or desire. They're just vloggers or comedians or whatever. What happens inevitably is that these people reach a certain level of popularity where they can just do whatever the hell they want. And in a lot of cases, they start making music. Why do they start making music? Not because they're good at it, but because they can. I know it's cliche to be like, oh, technology these days. Well, I sound like an old man saying that, but it's true. Technology these days is insane. Now, I don't claim to be an expert on audio editing or musical production, but I've seen enough YouTube videos to understand how much is possible with the right editing program. So you don't have to have like natural talent or any singing ability at all to make a song. You just sing whatever it is that comes out of your mouth. You hand it over to a musical producer. They throw a beat on it. They make sure you sound nice and pretty. And then there you go, it's a song. Because of your platform, you can make a ton of money off it. You only have to pay the producer a fraction of it, even though he did all of the work, essentially. And there you go, you're a musician. I'm sure the entire time I was talking, you were just picturing Jake Paul. And you're right, I will get to roasting Jake Paul in a second, but I couldn't just make a video about Jake Paul because admittedly, that's already been done. When you're not doing YouTube full time, sometimes you can't just drop whatever you're doing and make a video about whatever's relevant that day, and that's what happened with It's Everyday Bro.
Let me educate ya, and I ain't talking book. Panera is your home, so stop calling.
By the time I had free time to actually make a video about it, everything that needed to be said had already been said. Ethan and Hila killed it. Cody and Noel made their own song in like 4 hours, and it was fucking hilarious. So at that point, there was just nothing new for me to add to it. But it's okay, because you know what? Jake Paul is the gift that keeps on giving. So enough introduction, let's just go ahead and get into Jake Paul's newest song titled I Love You Bro song, featuring Logan Paul, who is the aforementioned bro that he loves. So this should be nice.
And be the loving brothers that I know you are. Please.
I made this in one day.
When you preface something that sucks by saying that you made it in one day, that's not gonna make me like it more. Here's an idea, spend a little bit more time on things and make them good. You can do that.
I love you, big bro, and I want you to know that I'm so sorry.
Does this count as singing? Or is this, cause it's more just like, I want you to know, like, I think his note range is, I think he's only using like 3 different notes. I want you to know. Okay, 4.
Came up in Ohio, wasn't much to do. Then we found this place called YouTube.
Did they just like Christopher Columbus YouTube? Like other people were already there, but then they show up and they're like, oh, we found it, it's ours. That's not how that works.
I will pick him up if he falls. After all, it's the rise of the ball.
Honestly, the instrumental track is pretty fresh. That's a pretty good guitar riff. That's, you know, it's fine. They sound like shit, but they don't sound good because they don't have the tone. Like, you can sing the right notes, but you still need to have like a pleasant tone, and neither of them have that. But the notes are right, thanks to the music technology, and the instrumental sounds fine. It's still terrible.
All we have is each other, from the same mother. What more can I ask in a brother?
Okay. All we have is each other, from the same mother. What more can I ask in a brother? So you establish that you have the same mom because you're brothers. That's how biology works. What more could you ask for in a brother? Given that that's the one and only requirement for having a brother is that you guys have the same mom and are both boys, then you could ask for more. I don't think you could ask for any less though. So I love that line. That's so funny.
Logan, life's been crazy, bro.
This one isn't as bad as the last one. I think one, this was more like a real song. They don't sound good, but it was a little catchier. I think that they do kind of have a sense of humor about themselves. What made It's Everyday Bro so annoying and so just like made people angry was that it was like he has this confidence of someone who like, oh yeah, I can rap, I can sing, I can do whatever I want, and people are just like, no, you can't. And I think he admits that it's not a good song. He isn't a musician. What he needs to do though is stop making these. It's one thing to be like, you know, almost tongue-in-cheek about it, a little bit self-aware, like, you know, he makes like a joke at the end, always plug merch link in bio.
Merch link in bio.
You know, I kind of giggled at that. It's like, okay, he knows what he's doing. I think the song itself is kind of a joke, you know, considering that their fight was based on his first song, so the only thing to do next would be another song, and whatever. I just hope the saga ends. The Jake Paul music saga ends with this. It just stop. But I have a feeling it won't because these get so many views. Therefore they make more money. You can sell the songs. You can plug your merch this way. It's a huge money maker. That's the thing with the internet. It's like even if something's bad, it's almost better to be bad than good because there's so many good things out there. But when you make something that's so bad that people have to talk about it, that's when you're really doing a great job of marketing. So sometimes the worse the thing you make is, the more money you make because more people talk about it. So they're probably going to keep going. I just wish they would just stick to what they're good at, you know, which is just like keep making the clickbait vlogs and stop trying to make music. Stop trying to, you know, intrude on other people's territories. There's enough music out there. You don't need to prove that you can do everything. Like LeBron James is so good at basketball. He doesn't need to also prove that he's good at like water polo. You know, it's like he's good enough at the one thing that you don't have to be good at everything, and you shouldn't think that you are. I hate when people have that ego. Anyway, let's switch it up a little bit. Now, this one is from a girl named, what's her name? Lore DIY. She has almost 6 million subscribers. So just like looking through her channel, you know, I don't want to actually watch these videos. I'm just kind of looking at the thumbnails. This is what YouTube looks like. She does, you know, vlogs and school hacks, DIY phone cases. You know, it's just a lot of like crafty stuff. So that's good for her. You know, she does that. She's got a big following. She's rich as hell. I had no idea what to expect when the song started. And if you guys haven't seen this, then neither do you. And I just want to remind you, this is a song.
Who is most likely to sleep through an earthquake? Who is most likely to be late?
What? That's you! I'm never late. Tell me the truth, the truth.
Who is most likely to be a heartbreaker? Lauren!
I agree.
Who is most likely to be a bad hog?
1, 2, 3. There's always an elbow or a knee on my side.
I just want to snuggle!
So, like, the first time I saw this, I've watched this several times, but the first time I watched this, I was just, like, blown away, like, so it's just a YouTube video, right? They're just talking, like they're doing a couple game.
Who is most likely to be a heartbreaker?
And then they paid someone to put it into a song.
Who is most likely to be a heartbreaker?
Someone called the Gregory Brothers. And then I felt kind of silly because I guess they've done this a lot. They do this to like the news a lot. That's a series they have going on. You know, that takes a lot of talent. I'm very impressed by the production that went into this. Honestly, what bothers me the most about this is that it sounds all right. Like it sounds fine. You hear it and it sounds like a song. Like the first verse is a little, no, but it's got a chorus. It's catchy. I first found this a few days ago and I find myself like, the song is in my head. And that's what I hate about it, is because I know how it was made, that it didn't start as music. It didn't even start as a song idea. It was never intended to be a song. It's just blowing me away, man, that you can take something that's not at all music, and then it is music.
I just love you.
Okay, maybe I said too many positive things about the song. I hate it. I hate this song. I have nothing personally against these guys. I just I would never give a shit about the type of videos they make or this song. It's just not my style, and that's fine. I will give it a polite thumbs down. I'm not gonna comment like you suck, go kill yourself. That's not really my thing, you know, but I'll give it a thumbs down and just kind of move on. I got a little bit too positive about that one because that was more like just impressive musical production rather than like someone being like, no, I could be a musician too, and then forcefully making a song that no one likes. So I'm gonna get back to that. So this song is called How It Is. It's by Bibi H. 4 million subscribers. Who is this? I've never heard of this person. Oh, no wonder I've never heard of her. She's German, I think. I don't even know, what is this genre of YouTube video where it's just like nothing's really happening. They're playing games or they're talking about a product or something. Like, what is that genre? Whatever that genre is called, that's what this is. It's just YouTube nonsense. I guess that's a good name for it, YouTube nonsense. But you get the idea. This girl's not a musician, but for a brief moment, she was. I think we've watched enough. This is seems to be the worst dislike ratio I've ever seen. So I'm not breaking any news here when I say this is bad. I'm not gonna dwell too long on this one. My favorite line in this, I ain't got no more fizz, don't even get to keep the cat. But that's just how it is. Oh my God, the kids. I haven't even gotten to the kids yet. As I'm asking this question, I know the answer, but why is it that every fucking kid who becomes prominent on whatever it is, Musical.ly, Instagram, YouTube, why do they all become musicians?
They can keep talking that talk, but I'ma keep walking my walk.
We worry about nothing. Me and my girls stay jumping, harmonizing together.
Like, you're making enough money already making these dumbass YouTube nonsense. I'm skating thin ice here because I don't want to be like, oh, this girl sucks. She's literally 12. If I became famous as a 12-year-old and my parents or my managers were like, you got to do this, and I would just do it, and so it's not her fault. But I'm just like, I'm really tired of just hearing like crappy music that's made 100% for the sake of money.
Yeah, Danny, back at it again.
I understand that's how the world works. If you can get some money out of making a song and you don't even have to have the talent to do it, then you're gonna do it, you know? You're just gonna do it. Because you can do 10% of the work and get 80% of the money. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna do that, you know? If someone approached me and was like, hey Drew, we're gonna make you a song, dude, at the point where I'm at in my life, fuck yeah, I'd do a song, especially if it sucked. If I made a song and it was the worst song ever, everyone would talk about it. And I'd have like 100,000 subscribers by now. So, you know, it's not a bad idea. Honestly, I think that racism is not that bad.
The opinions expressed in the song are 100% farcical. This is a classic example of musical parody. The creator of said song would like to clarify that racism is in fact that bad. That being said, the song is available for purchase on iTunes and is $12.
Hey Drew Gooders, hope you liked the video. If you did, you know, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more, check out my older videos and go ahead and subscribe too. Yes, that is me playing the guitar. I just wanted to prove how talented I am, how good I am at doing stuff. And if I talk loudly enough, you won't notice that I'm starting to mess up and it's not sounding very good anymore. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.